Oh, you
Yeah.
Pisces?
I guess.
I think that's Aries.
I
mean, oh shit, my birthday was the day after we recorded last time.
I had no idea. Guys are not real friends.
That's what it is, bro. Yeah, more than that, I just don't be publicizing that shit, bro. Like, I don't put it anywhere. But on that note, bro, this is the way we're gonna start off this one. First of all, go ahead and subscribe.
Tap in, you heard?
Go ahead and like. Go ahead and share. And look, this isn't from me. Nope. My boy Rick Ross has a message.
And then we repping the team. You know, I asked my partners, what you got going on? Send me something. Send me something to post for you. Because, you know, we live in a time right now where everybody want to be so cool. They won't even rep their homies because they don't want to. I don't want to like that. I don't want to post that because I don't even know how that is. If you my homie, you my homie. I wake up in the morning, I sip a little champagne, I be smoking a blunt. I'm not even listening to what you talking about. If I come across, if that thing pop up and it say D-Wade, I'm liking it. I don't even give a damn what that was. We ain't got time to listen to everything. But I know that's my dog. I know that's my homie. We ain't got to wait to all that. We ain't got to look in the pool. Let me see what he wearing today. Do I like what he wearing today? You know, it's these type of people you really deal with. Okay. It's just, man, if I'm rocking with you, that's why I'm following you. If I ain't fuck with you, I ain't following you. If I come across it, I'm liking it. I don't even know if the song was whack. I don't even know if it, I ain't like none of that artwork, but guess what? I fuck with
you. Rose.
Hey, real friends.
Wise words for Rose.
So this is the question. We got to start every topic with a question. So I'm going to think of one real quick. You can think of one too, man. Here's my question. Why do I have 2,000 plus followers and I be getting 4 likes? Why do you have 10,000 followers and you be getting 10 likes? Come on, bro. What's up with the real friendship?
Well, that's the algorithm thing.
That's the algorithm?
That's the algorithm.
Okay. So I'm sorry, y'all. It's the algorithm. Okay, cool.
I guess my question would be, are your family and friends obligated to rep your business or brand?
Ooh, that's a better question, dog. And the quick answer is no.
Right.
They're not.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Anybody who ever did something realized, like, look, in order to make this a success, I got to get it to the people outside of my family group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to get to people I don't know, strangers, and I have to keep bringing in more and more strange people to my world.
Yeah.
If it's based off my grandma supporting and liking, it's dead.
Not gonna happen for you.
It's over.
And it's, and I heard this an entrepreneur say this. Your friends and family are not your target audience either. Like, as much as you love them, as much as they love you and you love them, and it would really mean a lot for them to support. They're not.
They're not, bro. They're not going to,
They're
bro.
not, yo.
I love that.
Sorry. But they will at some point, and they do. For sure.
They will, bro. But here's the thing, bro. Though they don't have to, I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I see 5 likes, right, I'm hurt. I'm hurt, bro. I'm less likely to post again, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Y'all can flex, man. I ain't post no more because I was too busy. Man, I fell off that whole wave. No, I didn't post no more because you hurt my feelings because I only got 5 likes and I spent 5 hours doing it.
Hey.
Real shit, bro.
Yo, comment on my boy.
Hey.
Comment on my boy post, man.
Every time you see it.
Comment on the YouTube.
Go to the YouTube, subscribe, repost the funny clip in your story at least once a week. I'm not every time. We don't got to do that every time type shit. Once a week, all right? I'm posting every day. Ty's posting every day. Roy's posting every day. Let's repost, bro. Let's get Holly Grove. Let's make the community worldwide through reposting.
That's the point of the app, bro.
Guess what, bro? When you repost my shit and I become a billionaire, I'm gonna give your daughter an internship in 5 years. For real, bro. On everything.
That's hard.
But next, shout out to Ross for that very good word of motivation. And everybody, look, here's the back flip side of that. Don't worry about if they like the shit. Just keep posting it.
Yeah.
Just keep going. If you really have that intention, if you really have that mindset, if you really have that artistic direction, if you really have that message to share with the world, post it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I saw Malcolm X. He was standing on the blocks with nobody. He was on the little soapbox joint. Nobody was coming at first.
Yeah.
And then in the next scene, it was like 400 people.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
That's a fact. And do it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, because that's what's in your heart, like you said.
Facts,
that's the message that you want to get across, and you know, it's something that you're passionate about. Don't worry about the outcome or the results. You know, and you can really be one video away from changing everything. You know, as we've seen time and time again. It could be something you posted a year ago. It just pops up, and then it's millions of views, and it's on X, and it's on this, and it's on that, TikTok. So, yeah, you know, just stay consistent. Just like with anything.
Facts.
How you do one thing is how you do everything. So consistency is always key.
Matter of fact, you might be in a situation where you do only get 5 likes, and somebody approach you in the public and say, "I just saw your content. I've been seeing you on my page every day," which that happened to me recently. Hey, so the numbers and all of that stuff, just don't look at the scale. Yeah. Don't look at your haircut halfway through. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, and then the last thing I'll say is about the numbers. So it's not necessarily about how many people are watching, but it's who's watching. So out of like, let's say you have 100 views, right? You can, like, if that one person is somebody, there could be 1 out of 100, and that person could change your entire life because of who they are and who they know and who they can connect you to. So that's another major key.
Hey, keep going.
That's a fact.
Keep it up. I'm so proud of you. I love you, and your content is amazing. But sometimes, like Ross said, I don't have the time to hear it, okay?
Hey.
I'm going to just double. Boop.
Facts.
Boom.
Facts.
So, on that note, who are your top 5? Let's do top 5. We got to do top 5 every week. Top 5.
Shake it up. Yeah.
Top 5.
Been in the comments going crazy.
Let me ask you this, bro. For the top 5 list, should we prepare for the top 5 list the week before and go home and think about, oh, okay, this is my top 5? Or should we do it on the spot every time?
I think it's better if you think about it like beforehand. But we could do it on the spot, like, too, for me. Like, if you're talking about like right now.
Right now, let's do it on the spot then. Wait, you said it's better if we do what?
If we think about the topic prior to, like, so we're gonna say, then it's like, okay, let me actually put some thought into this and why I'm doing it, right? Why I'm choosing the people that I'm choosing. So
okay, we got homework now, everybody. This week we're gonna do top 5 blog era rappers on the spot. Next week, let's do top 5 discographies.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's different too.
That's
because people just kind of look at the artists themselves and rank them in terms of talent, but the discography is different.
That's a little different.
That's a fact. Damn, that's hard. All right, bet.
Next week we're gonna do top 5.
I already know who number 1.
Stop it. I know you do too.
So
Yay.
Chill.
Okay.
Don't give him too much.
All right. Top 5 blog era rappers. Who are you? You want me to go first? You go first?
I want you to go first.
Oh,
yeah.
come on, bro.
All
right.
While you was doing it, I was going to think.
Okay, all right. I'm going to do it.
But no, if you really want me to go, I'll go.
You can't say the names of none of the niggas I say if I go first.
No, because it's probably going to be some of the same.
It probably will. Okay.
So.
I'll go. So blog era rappers. Are we talking about guys that didn't make it out the blog era, or that they made it out as like all inclusive?
All inclusive. Everybody, like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then that's easy. I mean, if we really just talking about the top 5, okay. Number 5, Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
Number 5 is Wiz Khalifa. Number 4 is Wale. Number 3 is Big. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Number 4 is Big Sean. Number 3 is J. Cole. Number 2 is Kendrick. Number 1 is Drake. Like, let's kill the noise and the funky shit.
Oh wait, so did you say Wale was number 4?
I took Wale out. I had to put. I said.
You said
Wiz, Big Sean, J. Cole, Kendrick, then Drake. Yeah, in that order. Of popularity, not skill set.
Yeah. Damn. All right. So that kind of is my list, but I'm gonna do another list.
Okay. Okay. Let's get it.
So I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna name top 5. All right. So top 5. So I'm gonna do Meek Mill.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do Meek Mill.
I fuck with that.
I'm gonna do Kid Cudi.
Gotta put Cudi.
I'm gonna do Kid Cudi. I'm gonna do Wale.
You got to put Wale there.
I'm gonna put Mac Miller.
I see where you're going with this.
I'll put Mac Miller, and then number 5, Blog Era. I'm gonna go Nipsey. I'm gonna go Nipsey.
Nipsey.
I'm gonna go Nipsey number 5 because Nipsey had a
Yes.
Crenshaw, all that, everything. That was a fire run.
I will say that is the B squad to the A squad that I announced. But we gotta get everybody in there.
That's why I did it like that. That's why I did it like that.
Let's go ahead and finish off the 15-player roster. So we gotta, because we B.O.B.
Oh,
can we throw B.O.B. in there? He's Blog Era.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we put
I ain't gonna lie.
Crit?
Who else we got? Oh yes.
Big Crit.
Yeah.
I guess these are the honorable mentions now. Like,
yeah.
You know, did you? I know you didn't say this guy. Asher Roth.
I used to rock with him, but
I know
he didn't have the consistency.
He had like 2 joints.
He had 2, and then he just disappeared.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You said Asher Roth. I randomly was listening to him like recently.
I love College, man.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Man, he was nice.
He was nice.
How come Eminem ended up beefing with every white rapper?
Lark in my go-kart. It's because we make people face off against their doppelganger. We make women face off against women. We make white people face off against white people.
Every white, but
you gotta face off against your own.
Who else was?
How about Charles Hamilton?
Yeah.
Because he really
he
was an early GOAT. He was supposed to be the next one type shit, and then he went crazy or something.
Childish Gambino. How could we forget?
Thank you.
How could we forget?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because Childish Gambino, he fits in that lane where we don't ever really put him as a rapper for real. Like, he is definitely, you're totally right. He is definitely a Blog Era rapper. But I think sometimes we exclude him because he has so many skill sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay. All right, bro. I think that's enough attention given the Blog Era rapper.
Yeah. The Blog Era. If you don't know, just go back, try to do some research. You know, you had Rap Radar, you had 2 Dope Boys.
Right.
You had
Hip Hop DX.
You had Hip Hop News.
HipHopNews.com. All hip hop. Did you say 2 Dope Boys?
I said 2 Dope Boys.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Every day. I used to be on that shit every day, bro.
I used to be on that shit every hour, nigga. Like, is there a new track?
New tracks.
Bro.
And, yo, shout out to all the songs that are not on DSPs that people will never know about.
Ever.
You're never going to know about these songs.
I cannot remember what website I was at.
They might be on SoundCloud still,
Probably
but
not.
that's maybe
because SoundCloud wasn't here yet.
Yeah, but I'm saying like somebody might have took it and put it on there, like, you know.
Yeah, bro. Like, so a lot of those tracks are buried treasure. Like,
yeah, maybe you could go to YouTube and somebody else posted it there,
and then you get to YouTube, and you like, is this
what's the name of the song?
is this the beat that was by? I don't know if this really was the beat though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
it's tough. It's tough.
Sick.
Especially shout out to Dat Piff, and shout out to Live Mixtapes, Spinnerella, all of these places.
Man, shout out to the internet because the internet, man.
Because the internet.
My boy Childish Game.
Oh, did we eat a Lil B?
I'm so glad you just said that. I'm very glad you said that.
Yo, how can we go?
I'm so glad that you said that.
How can we go the whole combo without saying Lil B?
And on that note, because I'm gonna be honest, we wasn't gonna go in that direction right now. I'm so glad you said that.
Oh my god!
Because Lil B, as a matter of fact, is the MVP of the blog era rappers. As a matter of fact,
I knew you would love that.
As a matter of fact, I said, bro, I ran upstairs. We had the house. It was 2 stories. I ran upstairs. I said, B-Walk, are you home from being a nurse?
Yeah.
Have you heard? Bitch, I look like Jesus. Have you heard this
Lil
man?
B is the prototype
of everything that is happening right now. I'm Gay was a name of an album this man dropped.
Yeah.
And the picture on the cover was a black people dancing. Like, bro, I'm gonna be for real with you. Lil B, I'm sorry. Bass God, fuck my bitch, please. I'm sorry, Bass God.
Original.
Bass God put a curse on Kevin Durant.
He did.
Bro, Bass God.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Bass God.
Goat.
Okay, so, man, thank you. Thank you. Because that will help us to understand how did we make it all the way to Playboi Carti? That's
the mystery.
How do we go from Jay-Z to Playboi Carti? Lil B is instrumental.
That's a fact.
Lil B is instrumental in all of this shit.
That's a fact.
Whew, okay. I don't even know. Now my brain is like...
Yeah, so we go Carti.
Let's get into Carti, bro. Playboi Carti, like I said on the review, go watch the review of Good Credit. I said it there. He waited. He made us wait patiently like a bad bitch for 5 years. As he walked through the back shadows of the rap game and kept everybody just on their tippy toes with anticipation. He finally dropped I Am Music.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, what was your first reaction? Did you listen to the whole album?
I listened to the whole album.
What was your first reaction to I Am Music by Playboi Carti?
All right, so this is some of the most mindless music that I've ever heard.
Don't you ever disrespect Lil B, the bass god and his descendants.
You asked me, I'm telling you. That's my first reaction. So yeah.
This is the most mindless
Some of the most mindless music.
Okay. As you were thinking that, did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed some records on it, yeah.
Okay.
Out of the 30 songs, yeah, I enjoyed some records, yeah.
Okay. Sure. Mindless. I agree.
Yeah.
There's very little thought process put into the intention of the words that man is using.
I can't tell you what he said whatsoever, except,
Bit like Bieber.
His girl loves her Skims.
That he said, she deserve a ring. Bitch, it can't be me.
Let's stop the music. I wonder. I gotta try that out.
All right, man. Camera issues. But okay. Carti dropped. Damn. I'll go through I'll fish through that shit for like whatever conversation was in there. It was the anonymity conversation.
Okay.
So most of that was just have your face or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So yeah. So what songs off the album were you really fucking with?
My favorite records from the album were the ones with features primarily. So you got the Rather Lie with The Weeknd. You got Trim, We Need All the Vibes, Backdoor. And yeah, those were like the standouts. And then I like This One Got It. That doesn't have a feature, but that's at the end of the album. So yeah, because just for me, a lot of it just It's not for me. I don't know. And maybe it's because I'm 34. The internet said if you're over 30, you shouldn't be listening to it anyway. So maybe it can connect to me in a way. But you seem like you're a Carti fan, so I don't know.
I would look, bro. It's hard for me to say I'm a Carti fan. Carti might be the first nigga that I'm a fan of in years since Ye.
Okay.
Since Drake, actually, I was a Drake fan for for a little short period, bro. You know what I mean? When I
You're not
found
a
out.
Drake fan, no boy. That's
Fan,
crazy.
like, because a fan
That's
really
crazy.
implies something. Like, I'm too critical of Drake to be a fan.
Okay.
Like, I'm very critical of this nigga.
Yeah.
So I really can't call myself a fan.
Real fan. You
kind of go along.
You gonna
with
be
shit.
like, fuck that. Yeah.
So Drake's a great rapper. Let me just say that as often as I can. I'm not a fan. I criticize the nigga too much. I'm a Carti fan, though, bro. Because look,
Okay.
you gotta understand. I wasn't a Carti fan at first. When Carti was running around with Uzi, with Rocky and that, I wasn't a fan. Because at that point, he was doing the same thing that every other, you know what I mean, was doing at that time. Every other descendant of Lil B, that's what Carti was doing at that time. Right? Then, one day, this nigga stopped showing up to anywhere. He disappeared from the earth.
Like Avatar.
Bro, I don't know. Bro, he disappeared like Harry Potter, bro.
When the world needed him the most.
Facts. He took himself away. But, and then when he came back, he had it was a very long period between Die Lit and Whole Lotta Red.
Okay.
Wasn't a fan. Wasn't looking forward to it.
No, I wasn't tapped in at that time.
Bro.
So I don't. So for me, he just disappeared, and then he popped out as a vampire, and it's just like I didn't understand what was going on.
I don't understand what was going on with that, except for the fact that he was putting on a terrific show for whoever was watching. Because if you really do think about it, that a vampire is a very mysterious, shadowy figure. Yeah. They have been banished from the earth for thousands of years or whatever the case.
Stay out of the light.
They stay out of the light. They in the dark. They're what's the word? They're bad boys. You know what I mean? They're a little dangerous, but some sexy or whatever the fuck. So when I wasn't into none of that. When I came back into the fold, it was Christmas Day, and I had to drive to Tennessee to visit my family. And Carti had dropped the album that day, Whole Lotta Red.
Okay.
And nobody liked this album. But when I was listening to it, I realized, like, oh, he's going somewhere else with it. What he's doing is he's marrying the ideas of rap and punk rock.
Yes.
He's really bringing up not just the imagery.
That's evident, yeah.
Not just the imagery, but the actual Sonics, the not just the imagery, not just the Sonics, but the attitude.
Okay.
It's the attitude. It is a rejection of rap in the same way that punk was a rejection of rock. It was a rejection and an acceptance. So what punk was basically a lot of kids saying, we don't have the equipment to do what is popular. So we're going to do what we want to do using the broke equipment that you guys left in the trash. And using broke equipment, you come up with a lot of broken sounds. A lot of shit that's not necessarily making sense to the average ear. But if you're very talented on it, you can make it work. And so
that makes sense.
In a lot of ways, that's what Carti was doing. He was eliminating rhyme from rap, removing the rhyme, removing the structure of chorus, verse, chorus, replacing it with energy.
Yeah, screams,
attitude. Ah!
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, B. All right, I love all music.
Fear.
But I'm too much of a hip hop guy.
Hold on, fear. I gotta say that after everything you say.
I'm too much of a hip hop guy to fuck with the just the rock and roll shit totally.
Bro. Hip hop is rock and roll, bro. Like we invented that too, bro.
Okay.
We invented that too.
It's a derivative, a different genre, totally, right?
Facts.
So this, genre blending is cool in some capacities for me as a listener. You know, I think X did it, right?
He brought the distortion in. So he did something very similar to Carti.
I like X. Trippie Redd does it.
Yeah.
Right? I like Trippie Redd. This, though, I didn't know what the hell I was listening to.
Fear.
So
that's what you listening to?
Like,
fear.
A lot of those other guys, I feel like rap a lot more. So they do. So they give me something to go off. Like, I can't just go off of like loud noise and scream.
See, that's where y'all gonna say I'm dick riding, bro. I'm glazing Carti now because Carti doesn't give a fuck. That's the thing.
Sure, it's working.
It's like whereas X was thoughtful enough to actually rap for us, like they want some raps too, man. Like let me give them some raps. Carti said X already did that. I gotta take it further.
Let me credit Uzi too for that as well. That
Fear, bro.
And I like Uzi as well.
But here's the problem. Okay, so here's the problem with Uzi, because Uzi was trying to do what Carti is doing. Uzi too closely emulated rock. He tried to actually be rock. Like if you go back to the Pink tape, you can actually hear where he repurposed like rock songs from rock bands and tried to do them through, and it's just not interesting enough or good enough. It got to be one of the two. It has to be really good or really interesting, and it was neither. So I think that's where Uzi kind of lost people, and now Uzi doesn't know where to go with it. You don't really know where to go. So let me just go through I'm gonna just go pop out.
Because I don't, yeah.
Shawty gonna let me crush.
I don't have that much to say.
All right, pop out fire. Got that energy. Crush. I'm not gonna lie. Crush is something I didn't know Carti could do, but he had Travis with him on that one. That beat, that choir inclusion, the literal, it's like a 8 bar verse, maybe like a 6 bar verse. The rest of it is just Shawty gonna let me crush. Repetition over and over and over again. K-pop. He released this as Ketamine a year ago with a nigga playing guitar in a dirty bedroom and they just moshing together in the dirty bedroom. Just really painting like this is the scene. This is what we're doing. It's just me. It's not about no fat asses. It's not about no bad bitches. It's not about my blackness. This is just about what I'm portraying in front of you. It's a lot like what Ye did with the Bound 2 video. Let me place myself in the middle of traditional white imagery as a black man.
Okay.
That's what. So K-pop old song, and then the song off the biggest song off this album is Evil Jordan. Again, it's a song from last year. I wasn't even fucking with it last year. But right now,
I did see it charting.
I fuck with Evil Jordan. Mojo Jojo, that's the first Kendrick Lamar feature as the ad-libs.
Mm-hmm.
Fire, Philly Okay, Radar, that beat hard, Rather Lie, we already know what that is.
Rather Lie.
Fine Shit, I don't like that. Backdoor.
The girls like Fine Shit.
They love that. Fine Shit. Yeah. I don't like that phrase or that song.
Yeah.
I just don't like the like fine. That's fine shit right there. Okay, bro. Like stop it, bro. Stop. Backdoor Fire, Toxic.
Backdoor hard.
I don't even know what toxic is. Munyon, I hate that phrase as well.
Munyon? You don't like Munyon?
Munyon?
I haven't said that in a long time, but
it's the same number of syllables as money. Let's just say money. Anywho, Crank Hard, charge them hoes a fee. Pluto, thank you.
Trim.
Charge them. Good Credit. Kendrick again, Fire. Nigga, what else do we need? Nigga, this We already at 20 out of 30 is fire, nigga. What are we doing, bro?
More like, nah, let me
Nigga,
stop.
you're about 47 years old. Yeah. You have 7 kids
More
or
like
something.
5 out of 30.
All right, bro. I got a good...
So, nah, but you are, I'm telling you, right now in real time, you're making me want to go back and listen. Bro. Because to be honest, after it was so much music, I'm like, yo, all right, I think I had to get through it. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm like, I got my records I like. I'm gonna just run those. But your enthusiasm and breakdown is making me want to go back and tap in. For sure.
I'm gonna already tell you this. You are too old. You cannot tap into this. This is like the fountain of youth right here. You can't get back here.
Hey, you but older than me.
I'm the youngest, bro. I'm young at heart, brother. I'm young forever, forever young. So yeah, but it is for me. It's not even about that. I'm looking at the art of it. For me, it's never about are you barring niggas up like that. My whole thing stopped being about bars when I moved to Atlanta. Because I realized when I got to Atlanta, bro, I'm not going to be able to hold these rappers in Atlanta to that standard because that's not what they doing. So I got to understand what they doing.
Yeah.
So bars kind of, for me, at that point died. And I think for most people, bars kind of...
Yes. But that's when the melody... That's when the melody came in.
That's when the melody...
This is not like a huge melody thing, so...
It's not.
This is not, yeah.
This is energy. This is emotion. This is fear. It's that, bro. You gotta turn up, bro. Like, so we are too old for this. That's what. Long story short.
I guess. I mean, music is music, though. I mean, if it's good music, it's good music. I feel like anybody can enjoy it if it's good, right? Or if you understand it, right? So, but you have to want to try to understand something as opposed to, even if it's different than what you're accustomed to. So, like, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to everybody. Like, I remember my parents listening to 50's second album. I had the second album, The Massacre.
Yeah.
We were listening to a song. In the car. Yeah. It was in my CD player, but I was like, yo, put my CD on. They put it on. They were like, yo, what the hell is he talking about?
Let's go back. We got to take this to Sam Goody right now.
So they just didn't understand. Like, they're not rap fans. So, it's like, feel me? And they didn't want to understand.
Let me ask you this. If you listen to that same song off The Massacre today, will you enjoy it?
Yeah, for sure.
What song?
I love 50. It was called I Don't Need 'Em.
Okay.
It was called I Don't Need 'Em on The Massacre. It was like towards the end of the album. Yeah.
So I've been trying
like a core memory for me for some reason. I was like, I was in high school now. But yeah.
In a lot of ways, I think that we try to paint that difference between so what the youth does is they come through and they see what we did and they say, okay, I don't want to be that. I want to be different. And they know how to replicate what they did already. So I'm going to do something totally new. And in a lot of ways, the fact that your parents didn't understand what was going on, that's why it's a core memory, because that's you being able to really celebrate your own autonomy, your own separation from them. So when we see kids doing super weird shit and be like, why are they doing that? The reason why they're doing it is very simple. It's because they want to find their own space.
Yeah.
And they want their space to be totally distinct from our space. Because if you start to really think about it, what is cool? Cool is what the youth
driven,
is moving towards. Yeah. It's not what whoa, this is fire. I made it myself. I'm 70 years old. That's not cool. That's good work. That's a great job. Cool is why though? But why does it work? Like, that's not supposed to work, but it does. That's what cool is. And so at a certain point, we do have to replace everything that makes sense with shit that makes no sense. And then we get to the point where we replace that with things that make sense. And so
it's a cycle. Everything contributes. So Yeah, I respect the creative aspect of things and the art, like for me, but it's always gonna be subjective, and it's like you can look at a painting,
Yeah,
and be like, oh, I see this, I see that. And the other person can be like, nah, I just see some ish on the wall, right?
you know what,
So,
bro? I don't look at paintings. I'm too cool for that. Okay, I'm very cool. I don't look at paintings at art museums. I listen to rap songs. That's what's cool.
yeah.
I look at thoughts on Instagram and stuff like that. I look at fine shit. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's cool, bro. You're too sophisticated.
I try to be a little bit of both. You know what I mean? You gotta do a little bit of both. You know what I mean? You gotta be multifaceted. You know, in that regard.
That's a fact.
Eat chicken wings in a strip club and then
Oh,
go
okay.
look at art.
I'm not that cool. I ain't even gonna get into that right now. So, quick question: is Kendrick Lamar lame for trying to be cool like Playboi Carti? Is Kendrick Lamar clout chasing by featuring on this Playboi Carti album?
Nah, I no, I don't believe so. I mean, he's an artist.
Is he being hypocritical?
He's one of the. He's no, I don't think so.
Because Playboi Carti is a dad be dad, and you know he called out Drizzy Drake allegedly. He called out Drake for that same infraction. So is he being hypocritical for now featuring on Playboi Carti's song?
Nah, because I think that was just in the context of a battle, right? So it's like, I don't think you're gonna say whatever you need to say in the midst of a battle to bring down your opponent, right?
That's a fact.
Now, moving forward in the music business, I don't think in terms of recording songs with people that's a non-negotiable for him. That wouldn't really be smart, because you would do records with no one if that was the non-negotiable. So I think it's just him being creative, him hopping into a different space, and showing us his versatility as an artist, and he contributed some vibes to it. So I don't think it was that deep.
Yeah, I think that as an artist, you do take in other art, and you feel a way about it when you take it in. Like if you're the artist that makes thoughtful records, when you hear that energy record and you see the crowd go crazy and you feel that same energy, you say, I want to make an energy record now, bro. Like I want that at the show. Like I want them kids to be able to, feel that vibe.
Yeah.
And I think as an artist with integrity, you try to do that through a framework that still allows you to express your message.
Yeah.
And so for me, Kendrick didn't change his messaging, though he was on a beat with Playboi Carti. So, and more than that, I think there is sometimes a certain necessity to put the message in the medicine, or like the medicine in the candy.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you do have to use deception in order to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Kendrick is being hypocritical. I don't think that if Drake started rapping about new stuff, he would be hypocritical. I don't think if Carti started rapping about new stuff, he would be hypocritical. I think that at the end of the day, the message is what's most important. And the message I heard Kendrick Lamar giving on the album was the same one. Like, hey, I'm me. I don't care about all the shit that y'all care about, but I know that y'all care about it, so I'll talk to you through that framework.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not the numbers. I'm not the jury. I lost it on tour. I'm me.
Okay, Ski.
Shout out to
shout out to Carti on a successful debut. Not debut, but on a successful, sales, and we'll see what happens moving forward. He might have more music on the way.
You know what? Actually, he does have more music on the way. Because I'm his ghostwriter. That's how I know. But now he actually dropped another song last night. And honestly, I made all the points about it. But here's the last thing I'll say about Carti. I would love to pull up the video. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, it's not. But here's the last thing, bro. That guy, bro, looking cool as fuck. That's the main thing. the main thing is still the main thing. He looks very cool.
Yeah, I also will say that the 5 years thing is what contributed to the massive first week sales, because it's kind of like what Uzi did on two albums ago. I think it was like bigger than life or something, or Eternal at Take. Sorry,
Eternal Take.
Eternal at
That's
Take.
the last album.
No. That was 2 projects ago.
No, the Pink Take is 2 projects ago. Eternal Take. You talking about Eternal Take 2 or Eternal Take?
The first one, the Eternal Take.
Oh yeah.
The blue cover and the little aliens.
I'm tripping. Yeah.
So that was after he hadn't dropped in years, and he did like 250, 260. So he did something crazy. So that when the scarcity model is like a marketing. This is like a marketing lesson with the Carti thing. Where Kendrick, same thing. You go away for 5 years. You make people crave the product or the service. It's the scarcity play, right?
Oh, that's
and then when you pop out, they're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much!" And then there you go, #1 album, 300,000 first week, whatever.
I don't think what you're saying is 100% right. I don't think everybody could pull that play.
No,
everybody don't try to go away for 5 years.
They can't. Yeah, but it's a contributing factor for sure.
That's definitely if you can figure out how to go away from 4 or 5 years and keep your fan base intrigued and fed and hungry for more, definitely do that. Everybody don't do it though.
Don't try this at home.
Like if your song, I think we touched on this a little earlier. If your songs is just like the last guy songs, don't.
Yeah. Don't try this at home.
So Lil B, thank you again for delivering to us this wonderful moment with Playboi Carti. Carti, that rhymes with party. Pardison, Fontaine. Okay. I'm trying to do it, bro. I'm not hitting it as I should, but I saw my boy Party on the internet, and this is what he had to say.
I usually don't do this, bro, right? I usually don't do this. But look, and I know, first off, ladies, don't get mad at me. It's, baby, whoever this is, right, don't be mad at me, because I understand. You do whatever the fuck you want. Frankly, this is none of my fucking business, right? I understand. This is none of my fucking business. But I scroll by it and I just say, like, yo, let me encourage some people. Ladies, if your breasts look like this and you can't afford to do that, or you know what I'm saying, you want to do that, but you're on the fence about it, like, ain't nothing wrong with this. Speaking for me, myself, you know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do, but speaking for me, myself, I'm taking this 100% of the time. 100% times out of 100, I'm taking that happily. You ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing that for you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But this right, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Ain't my hat fire? I thought so.
So, look, that conversation is played out. It's tired. To a certain extent. I saw a comment in the comment section from a woman that said, women really are doing this for each other. So,
okay.
Ty, in your experience, do men prefer natural bodies or otherwise?
In my experience, natural, but it's getting, the gap is...
It's narrowing, bro.
Facts.
So you are personally knowing guys who prefer altered bodies.
I mean, I'm not gonna say prefer. I think it's like more so like they're like, yo, it is what it is. Like if it's not real, like I don't care. So yeah, so
that's what the gang is saying. All right, damn.
I think it don't matter if it looks good. I think now more guys are like, if it look good, it look good. Like I ain't really tripping on that.
I mean, I guess I could say if I can't tell, like.
Yeah. I think most guys still prefer the natural to directly answer it, but yeah, for that, it's kind of a lot of guys. It's kind of like I won't say I don't know a lot of guys that prefer like cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
I don't know many that prefer it. It's more so like it's so prevalent. They just like
They accept it.
It's like, yo, it is what it is.
So do you? Okay. So here's
yo, it is what it is.
So do you? Okay. So here's a question. Do you think guys prefer a woman with a bad attitude or a good attitude?
Good attitude.
Okay. Bad attitudes are very prevalent though. I think niggas are going with it because it's there, but I don't know. Fuck that. Look, bro, baby, I'm with Party. You ain't got to do that. Please, actually, I'm gonna actually phrase it differently. Please don't do that. Please don't. It's not sexy. It doesn't look good to me. Like it's most of the time the work that is being done pales in comparison to the original situation, and the opportunity to address the original situation through natural means is always present. So it will cause me to lose attraction on two fronts, right? For me, first of all, it doesn't look great, like to my eyes. Secondly, your character, it just seems a bit lazy. And I'm not trying to insult or anything like that, but it's very attractive when a woman like sees an issue in her life, and takes matters into her own hands to address it. So, yeah, that's just not super attractive. Yeah.
Well, in that video, it looked like a reduction in lift. If I'm not mistaken, that's kind of what it looked like to me.
Now that you have said that, I think you're right, but I didn't consider that before.
Yeah, so
that's what it looked
like. I will agree with him that in terms of like the left, the picture on the original looked better, and I think that's what most guys would prefer.
Yeah.
But again, women have the right. So the comment in terms of women doing this for other women, that's cap. That's cap. I would say that
that's cap. That's where we can argue.
That's cap. That they're doing it for other women.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I do know that for some women, that may have back problems or other health-related problems, like you gotta kind of, in that context, do what you gotta do, like for sure. Or if you're just doing something that makes you feel better about yourself, like obviously you have the right to do that, and you're doing it for yourself and your self-confidence.
Fear, dickhead time. That's cap. If you are doing it because it makes you feel better as a grown woman, that is not it. That's like, man, I'm gonna be prettier, baby. You're gonna feel the same way the month after your surgery. I want to be prettier. That's the part where it gets to like self-esteem and a snowball effect.
And then also for women that have had children, and then that have breastfed, there's things that come with that, right? Yeah. So then after they had done having children, they may want to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so I understand it. They
may want to hit the gym and see Ty every day,
but
because that's where he's at. Or
I think I'm specifically talking about like breast augmentation or whatever. That's specifically what I'm talking about. The BBL, all of that. So I'm specifically talking.
Oh, so these are different categories for you.
Yeah, for me, I look at them differently. Like
the breast augmentation versus the BBL.
Yeah, and a lot of people will be like, oh, it's one and the same. It's all whatever, mommy makeover, whatever.
It's the exact same to me.
So, I say that because for breasts specifically, there's nothing that you can do to get bigger breasts as a woman.
Yeah, there's not. There's nothing I can do to get a bigger dick as a man. Like
you can go to the gym. You can go to the gym and get a bigger dick. Get a bigger butt.
Oh, okay.
No, not you.
I was like, what gym, nigga?
Get a bigger butt. That's proven. Yeah. So that's why I kind of like look at it differently. Like where it's like, yo, just do this, do that, and you can change that. But that, you can't change that.
So like for me, I'm gonna be for real. Like if I personally ask you to change something about your body and it might be offensive, it should be the same level of offensive if you ask yourself to change it about your body. Like if I came up to a woman and said, I think you should have bigger breasts. Let's go get them. That's offensive. Like we all know it. It's no different just because she chose it for herself. She might not be offended, but is she righteous? No. Because here's what are you gaining from getting bigger breasts versus what are you losing? Like, can you breastfeed after you get a breast augmentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can.
That's fire. Can you, like, look in the mirror and say, this is me after you get it?
I think so.
Yeah, like, for me, look, guys, here's a major issue with me as a person. I'm a short man. So they have a surgery to go get taller.
Yeah,
right?
It's 70,000.
If you go to Turkey, it's like 60. So you know what I mean? They can break my legs and they can break my legs in half.
Yeah, put the metal rods in.
And then when I go on a date, I will be taller.
You're not gonna do that?
Bro,
you're not gonna drop the
60? I gotta go right now, nigga, because the appointment is
60?
This was how I was making sure everybody was gonna be cool with it by asking about women's body. So I'm about to go.
Yeah, I think no. So
that's insane, bro. No, I'm never doing that. If I saw it, bro, if you were about to do that, I would say, nigga, we can't be friends no more. Like, you lack the confidence that it takes to be my friend. This is crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Feel me? Like we're at a point where we just normalizing everything. You know
everything,
what I'm saying?
Bro.
And you know, some of this stuff is not, can be problematic or is problematic, and but now this is when you just brought that up. It's people like that are like, that's cool with that. Like you the surgery, the getting taller, the
girl, your son ain't finna be 7 feet tall.
Men getting BB. That's a whole nother topic, but
ab surgeries.
Yeah, no, they're like, sure, why
stomach
not?
that. Now tell me where you get your abs from.
They're like, no, why? They're like, okay, no, that's cool. I don't care if a guy does that. They're like, it's getting to a point where we like, what? Like,
and so when we, all right, so here I actually do have like, when men are looking at themselves like women, like when you're looking at yourself like a physical specimen that is judged based primarily off of what you look like, that's a problem, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
When you're feeding it, oh, my girl got her BBL, so come, bro, like, I'm gonna get, like, bro, y'all are both baddies? Like, I don't, like, that's, where's the confidence? Like, I'm trying to express, like, confidence. Like, I know if I go on the internet and when I post this, they can be like, oh, you a hater. No, nigga, I'm telling you, be confident in yourself.
Right.
I'm saying that
no matter what,
you are very much the body you were put in. If Ty was a short white man, he would be a different person.
Right.
You are very much your body.
Yes.
It shapes a lot of your experience, a lot of your characteristics. It shapes a lot of the ways that people interact with you, and you figure out how to interact with them. So, for me, it's just like, oh, lame. Like, you, nigga, you lame? Bro, you're super lame as a grown man for doing this. And, baby, we could say, just to be nice, you're misled. You going with the
Hey, man, what Cole say? Love yours, man.
Hey, man.
I know you like that.
I love that song.
I know you like that.
I love Crooked, with these
crooked
smile.
Hey, you gotta embrace your imperfections in life, and you got, like you said, look in the mirror and, for me, have that confidence, love yourself despite the things that you can't change and not feel like it's necessary to.
Right, what Cole say? Sometimes you gotta just look in the mirror and apologize to yourself. I'm sorry you're so ugly. It's okay. It's all right. Because if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. If you feel ugly because you ain't got big titties, that's a problem. If you feel unappealing because you don't got a fat ass, that's a problem. If you think people can see through your pants to see how big your tool is, they can't. And that's you, bro. These are all personal, internal struggles.
But
so,
you know what? I mean, the music is not helping.
The music is definitely not helping.
Society's not helping, right? Magazines, mass media at large, right? It's not helping. Some would say that men are not helping.
Yeah.
Or right? Because if you go to their likes on social media, this is what they like, right? This is what some have suggested that women do, right? Oh, she'll be straight if she just get a...
Okay, so, I just want to address that. Okay, I'm going to address it. You can finish.
And then lastly, we could, so a lot of things are not helping the situation.
So what you just said about men liking posts on social media. Ladies, I want to break this down to you so simply.
I got to give the other side.
Give it, please. After, like, I gotta break this down for the ladies. Ladies, men are cowards. What they do is they go for the lowest hanging fruit. That is what they do. Now, if you want a nigga who goes for the lowest hanging fruit, for sure, get your body done. Now, let me break that down a little bit more. The dudes are liking the posts on Instagram with the scantily clad women wearing strips of clothes because they feel that that woman is okay with that. They're liking that more because they're saying, oh, that's what she was looking for. She is okay with if I like this picture and comment on her body in a rude and negative way. If Maul goes and puts money bags under a woman's photos where her breasts are all the way out, her ass is showing, is she going to turn up on him in the comments? No.
But he's also validating that when he in doing so.
He is. If Maul goes to the demure woman's profile and puts money bags under her wearing a burqa, that's disrespect, bro. Like, we all understand that. So, ladies, you have to understand the context these women are putting themselves in to receive this attention. They're putting themselves in the cheap, easy, and quick context, which will definitely get a double tap.
But it also influences other women to do the same when they see the attention that the other women are getting from that.
So, baby, go work at Burger King because that's easier too. Like, if you really just want easy shit, like, don't say fine shit no more. Say easy shit. He's easy shit. Mm-hmm. I just want that guy because he's easy to get. And now, guess what? Guess what you won't get from that guy? A whole lot, because he's very easy and all of the women are getting what they can from him and he doesn't have very much. You want the guy who is difficult to impress. You want the guy who is not double tapping. Matter of fact, if you see a nigga double tapped on a thotty on Instagram, unfollow him.
Whoa.
Unfollow that man.
Whoa.
Unfollow that guy. If you see cuz double tapped on the titties out, unfollow cuz.
Hey, yo, you can't just like it. Like,
I'm wondering, why did you, like, bro, for me,
let's go through your likes after this.
Let's go through them. We're going to see little Ryan. We're going to see little Jordan. We're going to see family friends. Y'all want to be, me to be honest, I don't be following chick like, oh, shorty got her ass out. Let me follow her to see if she put it out again next Wednesday.
Yeah, it's too much.
Come on, bro. Stop
too much, man. But nah, for me, it's definitely important. I just thought about the TLC song, "Unpretty."
That's that's what I was thinking of. Crooked Smile. That's what he sampled for Crooked Smile.
Yeah. So my daughters love that song.
My sister loved that song when she was a little girl, bro.
Yeah. I put my kids on to mostly like older music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so TLC, Destiny's Child, good black, well, not good black women, but positive black women, right? So
you can change your hair if it won't grow.
So yeah, I'd sit and talk to my daughter.
Because they said so. Because they said so.
Right. And we talk about the meaning of the song. Like, I explained it to her.
That's
like,
fire,
she's 6 years old. Like, do you know what the song is about? Because we watched the video as well, right? And then there's like girls crying, they're reading magazines, they're at the doctor. And my daughter's asking me, like, why is she sad? Why is she at the doctor? And I'm telling her, like, yo, because she's sad because she wants to look different. And just explaining the importance of loving yourself no matter what, and not feeling like you need to change. And so we just need more messages like that out. You know what I'm saying? Because that really shapes, like, she's, like, they ask, when we get in the car, they're like, can we play Unpretty? Can we play Unpretty? And it's like, that right there, along with us as her parents, like, instilling that, self-confidence and self-love, well, she'll forever have that, right? And I just want more young women to have that. I just want more young women to have that, and young men as well. I
mean, we obviously can't put it in the context of pretty for young men. Like, I'm just not there. Like, I mean, you do have stunning eyes, as I always tell you, but I'm just not in the context of framing.
Hey, yo, you didn't tell me that my eyelashes made my eyes sparkle.
My friend,
you didn't tell me
you're
that.
very handsome.
You didn't say, yo, my nails are pretty.
You're very stunning. Let me see.
And I look amazing.
Well manicured. Well manicured, gentlemen.
Need a manicure.
Quick. Okay, so move. Okay, this is the last thing. All right. First of all, we're gonna definitely clip that out because that's the most important message. What is the youth taking from all of this? Like, what are the little girls able to take away from this, and how are they able to interact with the world through these messages? So that's just very important. Look, shame on Kanye West. Look, shame on Ye.
Yay.
Bro, last time we said we was gonna pray for Ye.
Pray for Yeski.
And look, bro, I don't know, did you get down on your knees and talk to God, but Ye doesn't seem like he has been reached. So, in a very big, broad stroke, let's just say shame on Ye for all of the bullshit that he been doing and talking about lately. And then, I want to ask you about this clip.
So yeah, I'm reporting live from Japan right now, and I was talking to my boy, and I was talking about how I released bully just on my Twitter, and how I like the idea of being on DSPs, but I don't like the fact that they show the numbers, because every single musician now pays more money to get their first week numbers than we make off of the actual album. So then you gotta make your money through brand deals and touring. And if you say anything against the brand deal, you can get your brand drop. So now they have the control of what you say. And when you go touring, you know who gets paid off of the touring. So they're eating every which way. And there had to be a moment where they said, we have to control what these guys are making on these album sales and these streams, because if we give them too much money, they're gonna be sitting, in a hotel in Japan like Ye, as opposed to jumping up and down on a Rolling Loud stage. So I'm looking at, how do I get the music on DSPs without them counting it? Because I'm not doing all the ship vinyl and do the vinyl and this, that. Like, I'm telling you,
So, man, okay. The main thing that I heard in there that's of any importance is the artists spend more money to get their first week numbers than they make from the first week sales. So
that's interesting.
I mean, it's interesting, but it's also been pretty clear for a while now. Like, the first week numbers are dwindling. The music is not great. And they have to put on this show that these people are super duper successful. So how does that make you interact with the music? Like, knowing that there's a lot of manipulation like that going on. A lot of smoke and mirrors to make you think that this music is more popular than what it is.
I mean, it's a part of the game. I will say that it's effective because if you do see that Playboi Carti sold 300,000 the first week, it's the #1 record in the country, you're more inclined to go listen, right?
Of course, yeah.
So,
even when you said you saw how enthusiastic I was, you were like, man, I might check
it
back out.
So I think this is all a part of the business. I think even back in the day when we had CDs, you feel me? Like, they was shipping and people was going to the store and buying the CDs in bulk and to make the numbers go higher, right? So it's all a part of the game.
So if you ever sat down and think about the fact that my whole life I've really been sold something that I bought, like, would that bother you? Would it bother you that you just ate McDonald's because they put the shit in front of your face as opposed to you actually enjoying it? Or when do we get out of that? Like, because I'm out of the McDonald's phase. Every time I drive past one, I don't want to stop now.
Yeah.
Your daughters probably are still like, oh my God.
Nah, they don't eat McDonald's.
Oh, for real? That's crazy. That's good.
Yeah. But, so it's like, there's no, well, I don't want to say there's no such thing as an original thought, but it's very rare that you have an original thought, right? Meaning, like, when you're making choices and decisions and you're buying things and consuming things, it's all from some form of sales psychology, marketing, storytelling, word of mouth, etc. Right? It all it's all. You're being sold you're always being sold on something, whether you know it or not, is the best way I could put it. So in knowing that, is just like, it is what it is, you know? I mean, the problem lies when you're being sold something unknowingly and it's detrimental to you. That's when it can become problematic. But for the most part, yeah, like, it's very rare that it's just like you're just doing something based off of your free will and your own mind, that you just said, no, I like this, I want to do this, I'm gonna do this. Like, especially when you live in the U.S. For me, it's capitalism. This is the capital of capitalism. Oh yeah, I heard that.
So there is no such thing as an original thought. So sometimes you might have recorded all your thoughts, and then another nigga recorded the exact same thoughts to the exact same beat, and so you probably did all of the work as well as him. And everybody.
Is that real though? So I heard that was AI, and like that was not even. I don't even know who that is, but I did hear that, and so, I kind of just read the comments, and I was like, they said it wasn't real.
So I think the comments did say that it wasn't real.
Yeah.
And so I went to try to figure some stuff out. I just had to.
Yeah.
Why do people hate this nigga so much that they waste their time by recording?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Posthumous tracks or whatever.
They gotta try to tear you down, man.
So I tried to figure out who this was. That was the first step. This is a guy named Chapo. Boom. Formerly known as Live Moolah. Boom. Formerly known as Fame. Fame was what he was going by back in 2008 to 2010 when he was signed to Harvey Mason Jr. Let's see. Harvey Mason Jr. is the president of the Grammy Recording Academy right now. That's the guy who was telling The Weeknd we apologize. Harvey Mason Jr.
All right.
He was signed to, I think it was called MBK Entertainment, which had also signed Alicia Keys at some point and a bevy of songwriters. Boom. So that's who he was signed to between 2008 and 2010 as Fame. Then he started to work with an artist called Boy Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. So now he's a credited artist working and writing for Harvey Mason Jr., who is creditable because he is clearly the Grammy guy now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can go look up MBK Entertainment on the internet. The website's still live. You'll see the information about Fame, Chapo. And then we get to Chapo actually releasing information. He shared with us documentation, video documentation of him in the studio with Boy Wonder, video documentation of himself in the studio with Lil Wayne, recording the Carti 3, and then just a large amount of documentation related to him working with other artists in the industry, blah, blah, blah.
All right.
Then around the time last year that the beef occurred, he started to speak to the matter in certain ways. So, I don't really.
I'm Stamps. Stay with me. What's leaking?
So this is
I'm able
Chapo.
to speak, but I could put it in music. And what if all, that narrative Drake hands out number ones? What if, stay with me, what if all those number ones just started leaking? And they were written by other artists? What if timestamps started leaking? Then what?
So that's just Chapo showing his face, like letting us know he's not like a ghost hiding behind anything. And then this is the last video of Chapo. I believe this is him at the time listening to Draft Day.
That's not I tried out some raw oysters. Man, that boy blowing up quick. That boy know he the shit. That boy boy singing his own song when he know he could spit. That boy manifested it. That boy knew it was written. That boy did it on purpose. That boy know that they shitting on you when they can't get past you. You should have followed all my moves. You won't realize the after. And if I left the shit to chance, I would have picked the name like Chance the Rapper.
You know what I mean? I could play you 50 more minutes of videos. It wouldn't convince you because you don't know who the fuck this guy is. But
well, I mean, I'm convinced.
Okay, well,
I mean, it's like we know that Drake has had used ghostwriters before, so it's not surprising that there'd be more.
It's not at all surprising, and so we're at the point where.
So that was real then, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Kudos
to my belief.
To you for doing the research.
You know what I mean?
'Cause I wasn't doing the research.
Kudos to Real J Nolan, my boy. Real J Nolan. You are a private investigator, my nigga, because as you were saying the shit and I was trying to follow you and look it up, it took me 10 minutes each time to figure out where the fuck you were at. So kudos to you, bro, for doing some real internet research. Chapo, I wish you the best in everything you do.
I mean, two things. So I'm just curious as to what the motivation is now for him to speak out. And then the other side of it is he said something really important, which was there's Drake fans, including myself, that don't really care if he stole the number ones, like he said, like the, cha-cha hotline bling and
pop.
Yeah,
hits.
I like the cha-cha and whatever, right? But then you have the fans that are like, well, if the timestamps, as long as the timestamps, if that's really him, then it's like we good.
Where you think they gonna go now?
But
so this is fake.
One of those songs, right?
This is fake.
Right. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't even look into it when it dropped, because that's one of my favorite Drake songs, 5 a.m. in Toronto.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot of people's number one timestamp.
That's one of my favorite Drake songs ever. So I don't want that to not be him, because I think Drake is at his best. That's like my favorite version of Drake.
It's not him, bro.
So it's kind of, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But I mean, yeah, that's all I can say is it's unfortunate because like this is like finding out that Jay-Z didn't write like where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? This is like finding out
cry.
This is like Jay-Z didn't write Hard Knock Life. Like this is kind of, I ain't gonna lie. This hurts.
22 twos. Jay, you didn't do that, bro? Come on, bro. That was some of your best writing ever, bro. So
yeah.
Look, bro, shout out to Drake, one of the best ever, one of the most consistent ever, one of the hardest working rappers ever. Like, kudos, accolades. Bro, just be honest with us, bro. Like, it's not even that. Like, bro, just be honest with us for real. Like, type shit. Like, as an artist myself, just be honest. Like, I would like to know that and make a route for people to really get their rap songs written for them, right? If you come out and say, yes, I did it. Okay, guys, I got my rap songs written. Y'all dance, though. So this means that it's palatable to have your rap songs written by another person and you can still enjoy it. Just do that route, Drake.
Yeah, that's the more respectable thing to do. But I feel like, so rap is different. We had this conversation before, Rap is different from other genres of music where it's an origin and an intended purpose. Yo, we gotta hold hold some things sacred though. We gotta keep, like, you feel me? Like
but it's gone, bro. It's gone to the twerking. It's gone to the dope sales. It's gone to the Cardis. It's gone, bro.
You're right.
It's gone, bro. So I want that more than anything. But now what I want is just for us to say it's gone.
Okay,
bro.
All right. So then in that sense, what connects you to an artist then? If it's not them telling their story in their words in a cool way, is it their image? Is it the way they dress?
For me,
is it just cool? Is it you don't care if it's them? It's just as long as the music's hot, like you gonna fuck with them? Like
ultimately, bro, they greatness. What I connected to about Michael Jackson is his greatness. That nigga ain't nothing like me.
But Michael Jackson's a songwriter. He's an incredible songwriter.
And that's what I'm saying, bro.
Mariah Carey is an incredible vocalist and a great songwriter.
And that I don't know that she's a great songwriter. She's an incredible vocalist.
She got a pin.
What did
Nicki
I connect to about Whitney Houston?
That's greatness.
When I connect to Whitney Houston, I connect to the greatness of her talent. And so, look, Whitney don't have to write a lyric.
She don't, but she did.
She did. And I'm sure Drake has written some lyrics. I just look, bro. I'm going to just insert the clip of Drake saying, but those timestamp records, nobody pen ever touched the paper except mine.
You to that destination where you have, you know, a great body of work. If you need somebody to write the whole thing and all you do is just go in and track it, there's still artists that exist like that to this day that people love and revere, and they sell out stadiums.
That's not you, though.
That's not me, no. I've wrote by the way, all my biggest songs and any song that really, really did damage for me, I've wrote every single lyric. So that, like,
the hits, yeah.
The hits and the ones that you would, like, it's like, I'm not gonna collaborate with somebody on any of the timestamp records.
And then I'm gonna just let people know why I'm just so upset. It's like if I put a glass of water right here and I came back and it was gone, and Ty was here and I was like, nigga, did you take my water? And then he like, no. Well, bro, I have more water in the fridge. Just admit that you took it, and there's no smoke, bro. Just say you did it, dude. So, still one of the most talented, one of the most prolific, one of the most consistent, one of the most hardworking. Like, that's what you can fall back on. One of the most charming, comedic, whatever, bro. You got a lot of shit to fall back on. We ain't mad at Ye. I'm not mad at Ye. Yeah. He don't write every bar. Like,
yeah, and why Ye gets the respect of a lot of people musically.
Because he's a genius, and he does.
He's a genius. He's been open about the collaborations. Okay. It's, you know, and that's what music is it's always a collaboration, right? But you know, Kanye was putting his soul in them songs, though. Like, he was putting his heart, soul, and story in those songs.
Kanye West is the Steph Curry of rap.
So, in what way?
Kanye West is the one who made it so that every rapper didn't have to be an 8 foot tall Shaq-like nigga. Kanye West is the one who made it so that I could feel like I could rap, and you could feel like you could rap, and 10 of your friends feel like they could rap. He did what Steph Curry did.
That's true.
He shot that bitch from the logo and said, look, you don't have to be a behemoth to win.
The everyday kid.
The everyman.
Yeah.
Is the Steph Curry.
You could do it. You could do it.
So I was always battling, is Ye LeBron? Is Ye Jordan? No. Is he Kobe? No. He's Steph.
That's hard. Yeah, because the kid in the polo,
the backpack,
the suburb.
I'm smart, but I don't even fuck with smart shit half of the time. Like, yeah, man. Ye is Steph Curry of rap, not J. Cole.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's the inspiration. Cole is one
J. Cole is like the Halliburton.
One of his sons. You got J. Cole, he would be like
he like the Halliburton,
I guess.
All right,
but I guess, you know,
transition to Stephen A.
Yes. So LeBron and Stephen A.
LeBron and Stephen A. This is back again.
All right, yo.
This is weird.
It's getting out of hand.
I guess we got to play the clips just for the context of the rude nature of this back and forth. Like, so this is Stephen A.
One person in this ordeal that's telling the truth.
You a liar.
It's me.
Whoa, LeBron is a liar.
I don't lie to y'all.
Whoa.
His ass lies a lot.
See.
And there's a lot of shady stuff he does.
He's dropping bars, bro.
And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness. And the two-facedness. And smile in your face and dig you behind the back. Pause. I happen to know that about him. Which is why I don't like him.
Whoa.
And he don't like me.
Whoa.
But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? When you bring your family up in there before, you gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? Your son ain't at the house. He's at Crypto.com Arena.
Whoa.
We ain't covering him in Brentwood. We covering him in downtown LA at the Crypto.com Arena. Where you put him. Now, I happen to believe that he's going to be ready. I think Bronny's going to be an NBA player. I believe in the kid, personally.
Let's just touch on that last part first, bro. Bronny heard us. We told him to get it together on that last pod. And that nigga, when he did 17 in the league. 39 in the G.
Yeah.
Bro,
his best NBA game. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I never really thought about how hard it is to get 17 points in the NBA game.
Extremely.
Difficult, brother.
Yeah, like.
Don't play my boy talking about that's not 20 yet. Bro, get 2 points.
Yeah.
With Giannis on you.
That's what, yeah, facts.
Get a shot off.
Right.
You won't, nigga.
Yeah.
I went and played basketball with like some college players one time. I stopped. I think that was the last time I hooped, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, dog. I just couldn't. We played full court, and it was just like, nah, bro.
It's a different ball game.
This different, dog. This ain't no.
Yeah.
No. So, shout out, Bronny. You stepped it up since the last time. 17. I want to see a couple more 10-point games in there. I want to see some 5-assist games in there. I want to see some 3-steal games in there, Bronny. Let's get it.
This whole situation with LeBron and Stephen A. is getting out of
You nigga don't give a fuck about Bronny, bro. You just a negative nigga, bro.
Yo, listen.
You negativity, bro.
Listen.
See ya.
I'm saying
right.
it's out of hand.
Okay.
So Black History Month is over, but we have 2 black men, prominent black men, going at each other publicly. I hate to see it. So Stephen A. says that if LeBron would have put hands on him,
that's what he said.
He would have swung on him.
I didn't hear that part.
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear that part.
B, please.
I will swing on you is what he said.
If he would have put his hands on me, I would have swung on him immediately.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay,
bro.
Yo, it's getting out of hand, B. Like, what are we really talking about?
Steve.
What are we really talking about?
Just got the 100 M's.
He said,
relax.
I would have swung on him.
Relax.
Like, yo, what are we? And it's like,
I feel the energy, Steve, because sometimes they asking for it.
Yo, but it's not even, like, you gotta relax, B.
Bro said, I'm a swing on cuz.
Okay, it's cool. They don't like each other, whatever have you. Stephen, they got a platform. He doing it. Again, like.
He said this on ESPN, or where did he say this, bro?
He
says it's on a Disney network.
You gotta look. It might have been on the Stephen A. show.
Okay, I gotta find that.
He owns that. So.
Y'all know I'm putting that clip right.
Yeah.
Here.
So now I'm like, how did we get here, bro? Where first you felt disrespect. Somebody felt disrespected. They addressed it in person, on site, as they say. Then there's it was misconstrued. This wasn't my intent. I was wrong. And then now it's like we talking about getting physical here.
I mean, Ty, tell me this though. Sometimes a nigga don't gotta get the shit slapped out of him.
Yeah, but I would think that would
if somebody call your kids retarded.
Yeah, but no, this the other way around though. if anyone should feel like they would want to put hands on someone, it would have been Braun, right?
Yeah, why? Now you making me really actually consider it. Why is Stephen A. so mad?
Stephen A's like, I think he was responding to comments, or I don't know where this came from. So maybe I need to be more. But it just, even him saying that, I wouldn't expect someone like Stephen A. to start talking like that.
I know where it came from.
He's like, yeah, if he would have put his hands on me, I would have swung on him immediately.
Came from Brooklyn, nigga. That nigga Stephen A. is a real Brooklyn nigga, bro.
He's from Queens.
Queens.
Yeah.
Queens.
Queens get the money.
Jamaica Ave, nigga. Look, that's the type of nigga Stephen A. is. He's a New York nigga, bro.
I guess.
He's an NYC. Try me if you want to. I'll swing on you, my boy.
Okay.
I'll swing. Ty, if you try me, I will swing on you. Okay?
I just don't like to hear that type of messaging out there in the world.
That's crazy, bro.
It's very negative. It doesn't help the situation, the public at large.
That's crazy.
It might help his ratings, right? It may help, but his get. But
here's the thing: is every time a guy says something crazy, is it for ratings? every single time, bro. Sometimes it's
No,
a
I'm
nigga
not
just
saying
really
I'm
in
not
that
saying
mode. Like,
I'm not saying that's the motivation. I'm saying that doesn't help.
bro, you pissed off a nigga with a platform today. Like, and I'm gonna be for real. I wish I wasn't even coming on this joint just because I'm ready to swing on you. Okay, Stephen A. This is the final verdict of that.
So yeah, go ahead.
Ty's not with it, bro.
It's on both sides. I mean, Bron going on the Pat McAfee show, he even said, like, I know when he sees this, he's gonna be excited because
Pause. He said, I know when this motherfucker sees this, he's gonna be sitting in his tidy whities at his crib, so excited,
grinning from ear to ear.
Bro, LeBron went in.
I'm paraphrasing.
No, but you got it. When the niggas say you sitting in your tidy whitey, they basically saying it's dick hard for this.
Wait, that's what you.
This nigga's dick is hard for me to mention his name.
Yeah.
He don't fuck with me. He's so happy that I finally stoop to his level.
YouTube, don't cancel us.
Hey, YouTube, that's what LeBron said. Not me, okay?
But
like
I want
LeBron
both parties. They got people that it's probably never gonna be resolved, right? But
did you know that was not cool? Like I didn't know they was.
No.
I thought they was.
Got people on both sides that they have mutual acquaintances and people that they rock with. I never knew it was beef. Like
it been like or you said you never knew.
Nah, I think with the Bronny situation, that's when it became like, you know what I'm saying?
That's not enough for me to go out there and say, I don't like him, he don't like me. It got to be some more behind that.
Yeah.
For you to say, dude is at the crib, bro, this is a dude that just signed $100 million. He's not at the crib, man. Like, that's not. So, this is real disrespect. And then I guess these are some. Like, I also saw what he said on ESPN today was, I'm not going to break down why LeBron wasn't at D. Wayne Hall of Fame celebration.
Okay.
And then he said, I'm also not going to break down, I forget what was the other little situation. But this is not light no more.
It's not over. It's not an overnight situation. But, I mean, nonetheless, like I said, even all of these guys that are in media now, all of these black men that are in media, I love to see it. Even when Cameron and Ocho were going at it, like I don't like seeing people go at it like that. You know what I'm saying? So so we just gotta kind of do better and not try to tear down other black men. I don't think Stephen A was trying to tear down LeBron's family. That's just my personal opinion.
With the original comments?
With the original
Yeah, definitely not. He was just...
And it's like, yo, for me, Bron took it away because it felt personal. Okay, cool. I addressed you on site. And then now we're just kind of just like, they're just throwing gasoline on the fire at this point. So, gotta learn how to sometimes, check our ego and pride and think about what's the best thing to do in a situation for all parties involved. These guys are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. LeBron's a billionaire. It's just like, gotta do what you gotta do, though.
I never brought up why you weren't at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. Stephen A is basically saying, LeBron, you just like Drake, bro. You don't like it when other niggas got motion. You a hater. You play like you a good dude, but you really not, and we all know the truth. So, look, LeBron, I don't agree. To me, you're one of the greatest role models a black man could ever have. When I saw you cursing on the Pat McAfee show, I said, that's unlike LeBron. But, hey, man, my boy Ty just broke it down for y'all, bro. We got to look better. Because, yeah, man, they're gonna use this as a representation. The platform that he chose
to go on was interesting, too.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Interesting choice to go on that show to say that, get that off.
I'm not going to speak on those implications right now because I don't like them. But at the same time,
the optics.
I don't actually have another. He could have went to All the Smoke. I'm tripping. He could have went to All the Smoke. Yeah. He could have went to Gilbert Arenas. He could have went anywhere.
Could have went anywhere.
Could have went anywhere. Shit, you could have went to Stephen A.
He could have came to Heaven on Earth Society.
Boy, I don't know
if came here.
LeBron don't come here. You not gonna make it through the garage, bro. They gonna get your ass, bro.
Pull up.
Last 5 minutes. Okay, Drake, the lawsuit.
Okay.
The Drake lawsuit, bro. I don't really care about the lawsuit at this point. It is very funny, the response. Did you see the response from UMG?
Like the one that was kind of saying he's like a sore loser or something.
Yeah, he pretends to be unbothered and unfazed.
Yeah.
Look, I'll do a cutout where I read that whole thing while Ty's not here. You'll just see my beautiful, stunning face with my pretty nails in the camera. Right now, this is what I want to talk about because the real the battle, that's neither here nor there at this point.
Yeah.
The real implication of this is this puts rap in a position where it could be governed by law moving forward. And when I say when I say that is like if there's a legal decision handed out about what is permitted in these rap songs, that will now apply to all rap songs moving forward and most music as well moving forward. So if a judge were to come down and say, no, this was intentional, there was clear thought, there was clear effect behind the words in this music, we're going to hold Mr. Kendrick Lamar accountable to that. Now, every artist on the planet Earth has to go by the legal department before they release a song 3 times instead of the customary 1 time that they have to go by now.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
And so, whereas, why y'all talking about Drake? Look, don't do lame shit and tell the teachers about the gang and what they doing behind the school that you was benefiting off of. The gang is selling dope behind the school. Yeah, nigga, you made $100 million off of that. Don't tell on us. Yes, that's true. But what's more important is now the teachers might know exactly where to go to stop the dope moving. Bro, that'll be huge. That'll be like rap turning from 17 years old to 18. Before everything that you were doing was under the microscope of being a minor, we gonna leave them alone because they just kids. They don't know. After a legal decision is handed out, they know, we told them, they can't do that. And so that's the real implication.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely set a bad precedent moving forward, for sure. But again, I think it's from the beginning it was a weak case, so I don't think nothing will come from it. But it does put the hip hop under a microscope, which it's been under for a long time anyway. Yeah. So this doesn't help, and it can kind of limit the creativity and free speech and a variety of other things.
The microscope that hip hop was under before was more so we're gonna keep an eye on them. We're gonna hold them to a different set of standards.
We're not against rap.
We're not against rap.
We're not against rappers.
But
those thugs.
The new things it'll be those thugs have to convert to good guys. Yeah. Everyday citizens. You can't be thugs anymore. You can't speak like that. You can't talk like that. You have to talk like this. You have to code switch now. You have to be over here because this is where we are now.
Man.
We ain't know what else.
It's a fine line. It's a fine line, man. And the ones that figure it out. 50 Cent figured it out, right? Young Jeezy figured it out.
Jay-Z
we see Hove, like Tip, the list goes on. With this lyrics that represent who you were at the time and are representative of your upbringing and experience. And then you evolve, you learn, you grow, you kind of pivot, right? And the music becomes different, right? Whereas
wow.
For me,
so see, we were smarter before. We knew how to contextualize things. First of all, so they didn't catch us in the midst of the crime.
On, man.
Secondly, so that
we
present ourselves a certain way and we can continue to move in this way. Right now, think about that. all of them older artists, no, bro, we street reporting. We talking about the stuff we saw.
Right.
These new artists, no, I'm on that right now.
Right.
I'm on it now, nigga.
You last week.
Nigga, today, later
Thought
today.
about a week ago.
I'm finna catch another one, nigga, today.
Yo, bro, this could go on and on, but that's crazy because like I'm listening to Lil Durk a lot, and
Lil Durk figured it out.
But the thing is,
too late.
Yo, no, if you go back and listen to Lil Durk over the last like 2 years,
I seen it,
bro. This stuff is like he knew.
I seen it, bro. We seen
it. It was very foreshadowing.
A couple of years ago, we all said, "Wow, I'm really proud of the moves Lil Durk is making." We just didn't know he was under indictment.
No, the lyrics were foreshadowing in terms of like what happened with what's happening now
with the informant.
Yes,
he made the song. Yeah, like what was it, Fed Nightmares or something like that?
Bruh.
That's the name of the song.
Yeah, but it's a lot of songs where he's talking about wires and he's talking about this and that and this and that. People like, so it's just kind of, it's unfortunate, but I mean, a battle's a battle. Come on, man, we gotta kind of like the lawsuit will go down as one of the weakest things we've seen in hip hop, but
it's too late now, bro.
Yeah, but again, this probably won't go anywhere, and so yeah, it is what it is. For me, I think everybody's gonna be more careful with the things that they say and put out, especially given this and all of the RICOs and arrests that we've seen in the last 5 years.
Bro, 2025 is the year of the the rap lawsuit, the rap legal battle, bro. Big U just got pulled. This whole Drake legal case, ASAP Rocky, Lil Durk. I know I'm missing Diddy.
The list goes on.
Bro, I'm missing a whole lot, but yeah, man.
Free the guys.
Free everybody. And on that note, man, anything else you want to touch on or?
Nah. Until next week.
I can definitely save everything for next time. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, man. I guess thank you, Bass God, for everything you delivered us, man. Cause all of this is you, man. So thank you and fuck you and.
We gotta get him on the show, man.
That's who we gotta get on the show.
Let's reach out.
It'll be a porno. He'll be fucking my bitch.
Okay.
You remember that Lil B fuck my